The Professionals is a great story. It has a great sense of humor. It's a huge action-adventure piece, brilliantly filmed, and it's extremely well directed by Richard Brooks. It's exactly my sort of movie.
Now, if the leader takes his hat off with his left hand like this and passes it across him to cover his gun hand, let go fast.
The critical reception to The Professionals when it came out was excellent. There was a delight in the fact that a really great, unpretentious, but very well-made Western had been made. Richard Schickel was one critic who said, "Oh, I would love to see more of these." Certain critics were delighted Lancaster had shed these, what many of them saw as his pretentious, heavy roles, and was back to the person that they delighted in and liked.
Where are your friends, amigo?
First of all, it's a very well-constructed, well-told story. The opening credits set up the characters brilliantly. They all meet. There's the wealthy cattle baron who's there, who says, "My wife's kidnapped, I want you to go back." He even stands there on the train and reads a list of credits to each of these people, you know, giving them their backgrounds. And it's just this wonderful kind of old-fashioned way of setting the characters up.
Henry Rico Farda, Virginia Military Academy, Philippine Campaign, Cuba with Roosevelt's Rough Riders.
It's so economically and well constructed, those stories.
What's the deal? $10,000 per man for 9 days' work.
Everything ties up, everything figures. The characters are hugely entertaining, they're diverse characters.
So what else is on your mind besides 100-proof women, 90-proof whiskey, and 14-karat gold?
There's a surprise twist at the ending. You know, it's about who you side with, it's about, you know, where your loyalties lie.
Rico, buddy, this will come as a shock to both of us. I'm a born sucker for love.
And the fact that they don't get their money at the end, or they certainly lose half their money at the end, you know, in order to do the right thing, I think is, you know, again, plays into that genre of movie.
We made a contract to save a lady from a nasty old kidnapper, who turns out to be you.
I think that the dialogue in The Professionals just crackles.
You bastard.
Yes, sir. In my case, an accident of birth. But you, sir, you're a self-made man.
And I'm sure that is why they were able to get that kind of ensemble cast together, was that it was a smart plot, but all the characters had something to say, and they got to say it intelligently, and they got to have some fun with what they were doing because they got to be smart people in it.
Maybe there's only one revolution. Since the beginning. The good guys against the bad guys. The question is, who are the good guys?
The Professionals is a really interesting film to look at now because of the time it was made in the mid-'60s. And for me, it is such a professional movie. I think it bristles with so many different levels. The script, the shots, the pacing, the choreography, the train shots, the blow-up shots of the hacienda, the way the different characters, particularly Lancaster's, fold into the action and mold it and change it.
See the woman?
Yes.
Talk to her yet?
No.
And those directors like Lean and Brooks, they were all brought up in an era of, you know, with the widescreen they came in with the widescreen, basically. They were there when widescreen was first beginning to be used. And also it's great to let the characters play. You know, again, we tend to cut fast now. We tend to want to make it exciting. We don't let a film breathe. It's one of our problems. You know, we don't, I mean, it's the last time you've seen a shot held for more than 5 seconds, you know. Just let the actors play it. I mean, it's rare.
Do exactly as I said.
It has a multi-dimensional feel to it that I think we often can lack today. And the fact that these people were in real life seasoned, knowing Hollywood professionals, and they chose to make this movie, and that Brooks saw it as a kind of metaphor for his movie-making life, how movies should be made. There's layer upon layer in this film that's highly instructive and really interesting in terms of how movies should be made.
I found out what makes a woman worth $100,000.
It was a very important movie for me because it's a classic. I mean, it's a cult movie. It's been all over the world. I mean, in Germany, in Russia, everywhere, they know that movie.
If you can name me an actor today that could equal any of those actors, I would, I'll give you $100 because they just don't exist anymore.
How are you going to make it back?
Well, how are you?